Papenbrook got sick, I had to get, he couldn't get insurance because of the contractor, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what's tough. Unless like for my union for Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, you have to do a certain amount of SAG-AFTRA work to get that health insurance. So it expires every year. So if you have a good year, you got it. If you don't have a good year, well, too bad. You got to cover yourself. So for me, the stress of am I gonna book? Am I gonna book? You know, having to book jobs would be too much. And I think part of the reason I started doing better was I just let go. I just said, if I book this job, it's the right character for me, and there's a reason why I'm doing this part, and it's gonna work out. And if I don't, that's cool. That's cool. I don't have to book this job to pay my rent. You know, the lights aren't gonna go off, and I won't be able to, you know, live if I don't book this. That's too much pressure and stress, and you won't be able to do real good work and be into it and relax and just sort of let it happen. So that's my attitude with it. So maybe you can get in the industry, but you might want to have something as a backup. You might want to have something that's, you know, there that you're passionate about as well, that can support you while you get your foot in the door and while you get started. But you gotta, you know, work super hard. You gotta work hard on both. You can't let one die down. And I think if your drive is there and you want it bad enough, you'll make it.
How often have you seen it? I mean, it's as repetitive as all get out. Somebody puts up a work and everybody thinks they're an idiot and it's the worst thing they've ever seen. 5 years later, they're a genius and it's the best thing that ever came out. I mean, it just turns, the industry just turns, flipped completely over. I think the funniest movie I ever saw, they had a hell of a time trying to sell it, was Young Frankenstein. Nobody wanted it.
No one liked it.
It was a $750,000 loss. And how many $100 million it's made since? But I mean, that's kind of like the industry, and you come up, you could have the best work possible. I mean, you could have something super winner.
Yeah.
And it may take years for them to all of a sudden, hey, this is good, you know. So I can see where you'd have to have a backup somewhere because, you know, but there's been tons of movies and different things have come and gone that end up being a piece of genius work after they've already been rejected.
And there's no rhyme or reason to it.
No.
You never know when that sort of thing, if it's something that people will like, when they'll start appreciating it or when they'll see it, and it's random, total randomness.
Walt Disney said he learned more from his failures than he did from his successes.
Very true also, yeah, there's definitely a learning curve to this stuff. And the only way you can learn is by going out and doing it, you know.
I think Walt Disney filed for bankruptcy twice, didn't he?
I'm sure he did. It's a crazy, crazy industry.
I still believe his body is cryogenically frozen under the castle. I want to go on a hunt one day and find it.
And is he gonna come back like Robot Chicken?
It could be under the princess's castle. And you won't ever know. It could be the one in California. You don't know. Just have to see one in Orlando.
Nah, it's the one in Orlando.
So if I make it to the castle, should I look for the secret door to find?
Oh, you'll find plenty of secret doors. That's how all the actors get around.
There we go.
Right down there next to Elvis. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
So, you lived down in the city. Did you play the city?
I don't have a PSP, but I picked it up. Like I borrowed my buddies and played a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I won't even give you
What?
I think they might have the game on iOS now. They ported a lot of Square Enix games to that iPhone and iOS.
Oh, really? That's good to know. If it comes out on iOS, or if it is on iOS, I'd grab it. I grew up playing Final Fantasy.
Character to play as? Did you like playing as Zidane, or did you have a different character that you like playing as?
Well, yeah, Zidane was an awesome character to play because I started playing Final Fantasy during Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo, where, you know, you pick fighter, thief, or white mage, red mage, black mage. So that was like one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I was like 4 or 5 playing that, just forever, walking around leveling up. So, no, I love the franchise. I played Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 7. I hadn't played Final Fantasy 9.
That's my favorite one, that's why I get so excited about it.
So yeah, and he doesn't talk in Final Fantasy 9. So, you know, when I realized what I was working on, because they use code names. They don't tell you what you're doing sometimes, and you can't even talk about it anyways. But when I realized this is Final Fantasy, like I'm part of the franchise that I grew up playing, like dream come true. Like it's a dream job. It's the coolest thing ever. So I mean, he's definitely one of my favorite, and you gotta love Zidane. I mean, picking up on girls and saying all that stuff.
Right?
I think any girl he's fighting, he's gonna say something to.
Garnet. Oh, okay. Now I'm pronouncing it right. But I thought you liked her, the princess. Garnet. I don't know how it's pronounced. And why does he have a monkey tail?
Why?
Why do you have a monkey tail?
Why not have a monkey tail? That's my answer to that.
Your race.
What's up?
So, do you like playing Ren, like doing his voice and everything?
Yes. Rin is definitely one of my favorite. I feel like a lot of like connection to Rin. Like
He's a crazy character, plus I love the fact that he loves to cook and everything, and he's just so determined about everything, and I just love it.
I think that's where I differ from him, because I am not a good cook, and he's just like incredible in the kitchen. Like anything he touches is amazing. But like the happy Rin, how he gets like excited about like just little things in life, like that's kind of how my personality is. So when I go in and record for him, like I just get to be me. Like I get to be like happy.
I like his rivalry with Bond.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one.
What anime or video game is he from? If you don't mind me asking.
Rin is from
Rin.
Blue Exorcist.
Blue Exorcist? Okay.
Yeah, that's another really good anime if you haven't seen it. Yeah, on Neon Alley.
They also have Crunchyroll.
There we go.
The subs
I
are
don't like using Crunchyroll. They're always. I like to use analytics.
Who else did you voice in? Did you voice in Fire Emblem?
Yes, I did work on Fire Emblem. I'm Henry. Henry the Black Mage. That yay blood!
That's kind of like a masochist in a way.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Another character that's just like super happy, but what he's saying is super dark. So that's another great character. I feel like so fortunate to fall into these really cool characters. That one was a lot of fun. Patrick Seitz was directing, and another game where I had no idea what I was working on. They had this code name, and the only way I found out about it was when a fan on Facebook said, "Is this you?" And I listened, and I'm like, when did I do that? That's definitely like that's my laugh. There's no missing like that laugh.
Plus you get to work with Bradley Bitter as well, which is awesome.
Yes, Kyle is a great guy. I'm running into him more and more.
Wait. So how was it doing his defeat voice? Because when Henry is defeated, he says, "Hurts so nice."
I mean,
You say it, I love it here.
he goes, "It hurts so nice." the direction was, because you look at the script and you go, okay, he's gonna be bummed out obviously about losing or bleeding out, but the direction was, take your enthusiasm about blood and triple it. just triple it. Give us that. So he's a great character. I'll love you until all the blood drains out of my body.
Being a vampire.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Either way, let's catch him first and we'll come back.
Yeah.
Since you were talking about how excited you were to be in the Final Fantasy franchise, what has been probably one of your nerdy moments, like your highlight moment of doing voice acting?
Man,
Anyone you met, anything you got to work on or work with?
I hear Sword Art Online. Let me think my like nerding out moment. I haven't had one where I'm just like super nerding out, because most of the time, like when I meet these other actors, I have to be like professional. You know, if I'm like, yeah, just I mean, I'm around these guys that do stuff I grew up watching, and I just love, and they're just like my friends, you know? Like, I gotta be like straight-laced around them. I can't nerd out too much. But I think recently, like, seeing some of the toys, I got a Kirito Figma and an Asuna Figma, and I'm just like, yes, these Figmas are so cool. Like, I was like texting back and forth with the director of Sword Art Online. His name's Alex, so he got the Figmas too. Like, he's totally like loves these characters. So we were like, I'm like, where's my Figma? When's it coming? When's it coming? Like, just anticipating. Like, made a little spot for it. I'm like, Kirito's going right here. Asuna's going right next to him. So there's definitely, you know, that sort of nerd out recently. Yeah.
Okay, so being a vampire fan, I have to ask you this. What was your favorite part of playing Ido? Like, what was your favorite scene? Because, like, I think the most, like, the scene that I would say, like, we were talking about earlier, where, like, you're in a booth and you really get, like, an applaud. I think the scene where, is it his uncle, I think it is, dies, and he finds him, because this is when Kamar runs off, and Yurka is left in charge of the night class, and, I don't know if you remember, and it's, like, he, like, goes down in, like, this basement or something, and he finds that his uncle's dead, and it's really hard to kill a vampire. I'm assuming it must be really difficult to kill a vampire, and it's just like this sudden thing. Like it really hasn't been explained like who is behind it yet.
You know, I can't picture that exact scene. The tough thing about it is sometimes it's all over the place. Like, it doesn't go in order. Ido doesn't have lines in every single scene.
Right.
So, you know, he'll be episode 1, he'll have a couple lines, episode 3, he'll have a couple lines, episode 7, he'll have a couple lines. So I can't keep up with the story, and I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched it after, so I don't, like, sometimes you can't even piece together, like, what's going on. What I remember of Ido is bang. That's what I love. He walks out, so here's the scene. There's these vampires, and they're part of the upper class,
right.
And there's
the
all
night
these
class.
The night class. There's all these human girls who
Fangirling
fangirling over them.
Because he's always got the little fangirls following him.
So there's one day in school where they're presenting them these gifts, and my character Ido walks out and just looks at a girl and just goes, bang, and she just faints.
Yes!
Gone. Love that.
I remember that.
So that was a highlight. Got a bang moment.
Did you because I think that like in the Vampire Night that Ido has a lot of charisma with Kamar Kuden, and like what was your experience with the voice actor? Did you have one with the actor who played Kamar?
I'm not even sure what character Kamar is. I don't even think I saw that.
Because like Yurka is his well, it's actually his sister. You find out later in the series, and she had like a spell put on her to turn her healing. She later finds out that she is actually a vampire. She's like in a love triangle with Kamar Kuden, her brother, and Zero. And then you have the night class and the day class. She's part of the disciplinary committee, which their job is to make sure that the day class doesn't find out the night class is actually all vampires.
I have to go back and watch that because I mean, there's tons of Vampire Night fans out there, and it's a great show. But I haven't watched it like in its entirety, so I'm gonna have to sit down and pick that up and check it out.
He's like, I'll get back with you with that.
Yeah. Definitely have to get back with you. Hit me up on Facebook, and ask me again. I'll watch it and then I'll answer you on Facebook.
So what do you just type in your name on Facebook and actually
Actor Bryce Papenbrook is my Facebook page, or Twitter Bryce Papenbrook.
So you use your middle name.
People set up fake
My middle
Facebook
name?
pages.
So you use your middle name.
No, my middle name is Austin.
I was trying to be funny. I failed there.
Oh, as Bryce, my middle name. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was as funny in my head as it is now.
I think what happened was Bryce Papenbrook was already taken for like my other one, so I had to do actor Bryce Papenbrook. Get it to work.
Put that in my notes.
But yeah, hit me up. I will definitely watch that because that's one I have to see.